Good afternoon, and welcome to our continuing series, Interviews with Disciples and Devotees. And today we are happy to have once again Shyam Kumari on stage. What do you have to share with us today?
First, I will share with two sweet memories about mother, personal. So, in those days, train used to be very slow when mother was on the earth with us. And two devotees from Calcutta were coming for mother's personal darshan, not any general darshan. And they had permission. So they were very excited. And 3 days, 2 nights on the journey, they were talking about the mother and Sri Aurobindo naturally. A villager was sitting on the floor to one side. And when a certain station came, very small station, before that he came to these two devotees and folded his hands, and with great humility he said, "Sir, I have been listening to your talk for 2 days, and from that I have understood that Bhagavati, the Divine Mother, is on earth. I didn't know. I am a very poor villager, and whole of my adult life I saved penny each paisa for one pilgrimage from which I am returning. So it would never be possible for me to come to Pondicherry and have her darshan. But I have only this 1 rupee left. And can you offer it to the Divine Mother for me?" They were so touched by his humility and sincerity, they said, "Yes, we will give it to the mother." So when they went to the mother, soon his station came and he alighted. I don't think they took his name or address. So when they went to the mother, they told the whole story. And mother took that coin on her palm and twice she weighed it and remarked, "You know, the divine will find it difficult to repay it."
I've heard it many times,
Huh?
yes. Beautiful story.
But it always touches the heart. There are
Yes.
two others related on the subject. One postman or postmaster or whosoever used to send on a particular day 1 rupee to the mother. And mother called it her pocket money. One day on the expected date it didn't reach. So 3 times mother came to Amrita's office asking, "Has my pocket money come? Has my pocket money come?" And one day mother didn't like mangoes. But one day somebody sent a money order of 50 paisa. "Mother, buy, eat mango." Just 4 words. So mother respected everyone's of her children's aspiration and love. There was one very strange thing about mother. Strange is worth mentioning. Parijan told me that mother never exchanged money from one account to another. There must be some occult reason. So she gave that particular coin of 50 paisas to Dyuman. Go, otherwise from the general fund, no, the same coin. Go and buy mango. So he bought a mango, washed it, cleaned it, cut it, and mother ate a small piece to fulfill the aspiration of the bhakta. The mother used to say that if you give from what you have surplus, it's appreciated. But if you give from what you need, that is more appreciated. this respect, two lovely stories. One say, you know that Odisha is most devoted to the mother. So many people. So some class 2 officer received an area of 10,000 rupees. There was a increase in salary or bonus, and it was from a few months before. So he received 10,000 rupees. And his wife at once said, this will go to the mother. This should go. And mother never missed anything. So she remarked, see, they have 4 children and they could very well use this money. But they sent it to me, it is more appreciated. Suppose they had 10 lakh and they gave 10,000, it will be registered. This is not what mother said. Mother said she could have used, they could have used it for their children. And one more I was going to tell in this connection, but I forgot. Anyway, so I will tell you a story about Raj Sena and Sri Aurobindo. Raj Sena ji was daughter-in-law of Prithvi Singh ji. His elder son, who was a minister in central cabinet of Nehru ji, I think. So she came, Prithvi Singh ji had already been made an ashramite. He was living here. And she came after her. They are supposed to be that family in status second to only Tagore's family. They had a very high status and standing in Calcutta. And so Prithvi Singh came here. Whole of his life he lived in a room. I can tell you, you know, prosperity office. So from there you come under the staircase, that room. One door, one outside opening window, and that's it. And slowly he became totally blind, so he lived there. And Raj Sena, a bride, not a bride actually, she had 3 children, but she was 21 at that time. She came to pay her respects, and Sri Aurobindo made her an ashramite. So Prithvi Singh ji told her, now you will have to arrange for your children to be brought up there in Calcutta, because till then no child had been allowed in the ashram. It was a shock to that young mother. She could not bear the pain, and whole of the night she prayed to Sri Aurobindo, Lord, either bring my children here or send me back. Lord, either bring my children. At 5 a.m., somebody came and told her mother has called you. Now she hardly knew a few words of English, and mother didn't know Bengali, and she was rather high-tempered. So she said, what dictatorial attitude here at 5 a.m. she is calling me. Anyway, she went. And mother took her hands in her own and said, three words, your children will come. She also knew at 2 or 3 words. She said, true. Mother said, yes, they will come. So they were the first children in the ashram. Later on, after many years, so mother received pranam many times a day. One day when she went, mother took her hand. She said, your hands are hot. You have fever. Yes, mother, for past few days, she had learnt English living here. I am having fever. Mother said, go back, I will send Dr. Nripendra to you. Dr. Nripendra went, took a blood sample, and it was found that she had typhoid. And in those days, typhoid used to be almost incurable, a very serious disease. So mother saw that she was in danger and told somebody that she is in danger, but I will protect her. She sent Nirodha every day to go and see her and report to her. After 40 days she recovered a little. But by then, typhoid made people very temperamental and very weak. In those days before antibiotics had come. So she had become so weak and adamant, like a child. For example, she said, I will eat only banana, only banana. And Nipenda was in a quandary. That is probably not given in typhoid in those days. Then when it was told to mother said, take out the seeds of the bananas and give her, then it will not harm her. So a darshan came, August darshan, or I don't know which darshan it was. At darshan we received saris from the mother, each of us one sari. So her sari was sent to her. And as I said, typhoid patients become very adamant. And she said, if I am not to go for darshan, what will I do with this sari? Take it away, take it away. Nirodha ultimately said, all right, I will tell mother about it. She refused to take the sari. Then when Aurobindo and mother said, all right, you can bring her for the darshan at the very end of the darshan. So she was so emancipated, so thin that her husband, I think his name was, I forget his name, he put her on a cushion and brought her for darshan. Otherwise also she was a small lady, but she, on a quilt or cushion, she asked, let me stand. But he stood her, she fell down. Then Aurobindo motion, make her sit. So she sat down, look at them. Then after some minutes, Aurobindo and mother asked. She said, yes, I am. Then he took and took again. After she recovered a little, she started coming for darshan. Staircase darshan in front of Aurobindo's room. So she would climb half staircase, half mother came down, and then she helped her rest of the stairs. And then she made her sit, and mother would stand herself. And like this, till she became normal. Did I tell you about Nishta, Margaret Wilson?
No, I don't believe so.
I have such a beautiful story about her. She was the daughter of President Wilson, all of us know. She lived here her whole life. Towards the end, she became very ill. Then President Wilson sent his family physician, it is said. She died before I came here. So I have heard it from her colleagues, especially Swarnadi. Swarnadi, you know, Minudi's mother who used to repair mother's clothes, work for the mother. So they were a team of 4, Swarnadi, Nishtadi, Datta, Dorothy Hodgson, and 4th one I forget. So the family physician said that the change of climate will surely cure you. Come back to America. Nishta answered, yes, it will cure my body, but what about my soul? She refused to go. And when she was near the end, she was brought to the mother. Then mother took her on her hands and brought her down half the staircase. And other half somebody took her. So there are some sweet memories about Nishtha. to me they are very sweet, because she discovered Sri Aurobindo in some public library. She had climbed a ladder and looking at books, she discovered essays on the Gita. And then she wrote a letter to Sri Aurobindo and addressed him, "Oh, great sir." Then she used to make some salad for Sri Aurobindo and the mother. They used to work in the house parallel to the ashram on this western side, the corner house. And there was a table and so the salad, beetroot, etc. stained her dress. She asked mother for an apron, and mother had a very flimsy piece of cloth. In those days, ashram lived from thing to thing and moment to moment. Whatever mother had, she gave. Then one day she laughingly remarked, "At home I served food to 250 slaves of my father. And here, through that apron, her dress was getting stained." These are just tiny, sweet memories of that great lady. So, about how, if we look at the totality of these things, even those which I know, how vast her capacity, immeasurable for love for her children, and how totally she accepted all of us. There was a lady here, Savitri Surekha. Her two sons are still here. You might know this. Oh, I forget that. I know them since childhood because they were Kim's class fellows. Just now I forget the name. So, first her children came to the boarding, Ganpatram boarding. Then she took a house here and lived with them, and her husband, Kesri Chand, lived in Calcutta, did his business. He gave generously to the mother. In this I remember an aside. So once many people came to him for asking for donations. Then he asked mother, "Mother, so many people are coming to me, should I?" He was a very generous donor to the mother. Then mother said, "You have no right to give anything to anybody, it's my money." Then he will say, if anybody comes, "Please excuse me," with folded hands. One day he made an envelope of offering with great care, put it in his pocket, went to the mother, and there with the mother he forgot to give. And then mother leaned forward, took it out of his pocket and laughed like a child. These are beautiful memories. There are two stories about husband and wife, how mother took care and saved. Once suddenly this lady Savitri Surekha, she had such a vast capacity for love. She almost saved my life. And she helped everyone. There was an old blind lady here, Sadhika, Monika Di. She had a car in those days in Sri Lanka. We have seen her photographs with her car. And she lived here in such hard circumstances, you can't believe. Because times were hard. Mother could give whatsoever she could give, she gave. But she accepted. So Savitri Surekha made food and things for her because she is blind. She helped me because I was very ill. When I was in Jitmel, she gave my son Kim, who was very small, that he is all alone, so much food that he gained 1 kilo in 1 month. Anyway, so once she became suddenly very ill, Dr. Nipin said her husband lived in Calcutta, children were in school. that her abdomen has to be operated upon, for which there were no facilities in Pondicherry then. She will have to be sent to Chennai, Madras, and at once operated upon. He informed the mother and told the gentleman who accompanied Savitri to dispensary that send a telegram to her husband. When mother was informed, she said, "Why? Am I not here? Am I not her mother? Can't I look after him? If there is to be an operation, I will sign the permission paper. Her husband is not a doctor. What will he do here?" No. And said, "You take her to Prabhavati." Dr. Prabhavati, our Bhatti Das elder sister, the whole family is greatly devoted. You know Bhatti Da very well, trustee. So she was in charge of General Hospital then. So mother said, take her to Prabhavati, not at once to Madras as Dr. Nipin has suggested. Prabhavati gave her a stomach wash, and all the poison this was accumulated in the stomach came out, and there was no need for an operation. And after a few days, she recovered enough and was brought home. And then mother said, "Now you can send a telegram to her husband." How she cared for, she said, "Am I not my mother? What will he do here?" In this context, I remember a story which I didn't intend to tell. But you know mother's great devotee Surendranath Johar very well, Tara Johar's. Oh, once when Tara Johar's mother, Dayavati ji and Surendranath came for mother's darshan, she was pregnant. And Tara's third or fourth sister, Purnima, she was only 3-year-old. And mother told Dayavati, "You are pregnant. How will you take care of this 3-year-old girl? You leave her with me." She was very adamant. She said, "I have brought all my children up. I can take care of her. Why should I leave her here?" She took her back. And there at home, she called her sister. I told you about her sister Krishna Mausi, who she called her to help her during the delivery. And one day, there was a big vessel of boiling milk kept on the table. And the girl climbed on a chair and it all fell upon her and she was badly burned. Then Dayavati realized why mother was so insistent. How will you look after such a young child? She sent her with somebody here, Purnima, to the mother to be taken care of. So this is how she cared for her children. Once Keshri Chand, Surekha's husband, he went from Calcutta. The whole family were businessmen. His elder brother, sister-in-law, and they went to a wedding in Rajasthan. From where they are natives of Rajasthan, and from there they went on a sightseeing tour in Jodhpur or Udaipur, I don't know. Suddenly he felt weak, Keshri Chandi, and he asked his family, "Please, you go for sightseeing, I am feeling a little weak." So in the hotel, he closed his room. When they came back, he found it difficult to open the door. So he told them that you don't cancel your trip, you go forward and I will remain here. His brother refused. He took him to their native place. They were in Jodhpur or Jaipur, I don't remember. And there the old doctor came. Everywhere he was recommended prescribed injections. He refused to take injection, took only some Ayurvedic medicine. Then he asked his brother, you send a telegram to the mother that Kesri Chand is unwell. And they continued with their trip. They had some air tickets here and there. They had reserved a bogie. He came back to Calcutta. He had this idea that once I reach Calcutta, I will be all right. Twice he was in danger. Then he came to Calcutta. His servant and clerk, they looked after him because Savitri lived here with the 4 children. They were very trustworthy. But when he went to his office, suddenly he could not write. And he forgot how to write. Then he again he told his clerk, at once book me a ticket for Pondicherry by air and send a telegram to the mother. So he reached here on 9th August and 10th August. It's a very strange story, unbelievable. 10th August had been fixed for his pranam darshan to the mother. So his wife got flowers and offerings and they were going to the ashram. She said, I will accompany you. And suddenly she said, I would also like to come for pranam. He said, now it's too late. You should have said before, permission has been given to me only. No, before that what happened? When he woke up in the morning, his wife said to him, bonfire. And he said, merci. His birthday was in January, it is 10th August. Not only his wife, 3 of his younger children, Devendra Surekha and Sumer Surekha, 2 sons, and eldest daughter Vimla is still teacher in the school, and Sumer, they carry on business. So the 3 younger children wished him bonfire. Then the eldest daughter Vimla said, what is this nonsense? You know Papa's birthday in January, why are all of you wishing him bonfire? And why is he acknowledging it? Merci, merci, he doesn't say it's not my birthday. So they were all surprised why we have done this, the children and the mother. Anyway, they went to the ashram and there they were told, mother will see whole of the family. So he said, but the children are in the school. So Champakalji or whosoever had said that mother will see all of you, he said, I don't know, mother has said. So Savitri said, don't bother, I am going to the school. And as soon as she said that mother wants to see the children, they were collected in 1 or 2 minutes and some flowers were given and they all went there. And the mother said to him, bonfire. So it was a mystery. Now he asked Nalnida or Champaklali, should I celebrate my birthday in January or in August? They said, it's for you to decide. Then in January he came for his birthday, went to the mother. And he thought August 10 also I will send offering. But he forgot. But on August 10, he received a birthday card from the mother. So mother sent to his house. Then he remembered 3 times I had almost died and she saved me. And that's why it was a new birth and she told me bonfire. And children also, how the consciousness is united with the mother. Why the 3 young children here, birthdays are so important that a child is not likely to forget a father's birthday. But wife and 3 children, like that. So this is Sumer Surekha and Savitri Surekha.